Hello everyone! My name is Aliya and welcome back to Writer's Corner. Today, we will be going over the basics of a short story. So the characters, the setting, and the conflict. We will also be doing a small writing and drawing exercise. Your characters can be people, animals, objects, mythical creatures, anything. They can be based on real life or your imagination. A story can have multiple characters. Let's grab a piece of paper and brainstorm some characters. A quick sketch of them. Setting is a very important part of your story. The setting is where the story takes place. A story can have multiple settings, and you may describe your characters interacting with the setting. They may touch something or notice something. So let's grab a scrap piece of paper to brainstorm some settings. When writing a story, some other features of a setting that are important to keep in mind are the mood. So, the mood is the emotional feeling that you give your reader. For example, is it a bright sunny day at the beach, or is it a dark and stormy day at the beach? This might change how your characters interact with the setting. If it's bright and sunny, your character may have a bathing suit, but if it's dark and stormy, your character may be carrying an umbrella. Another important part of your setting is the time period. Does your story take place in the past, present, or future? Try and sprinkle in details about your setting throughout your story. The conflict is a central part of your story. The conflict is the problem that your characters are facing. Your characters will develop through your conflict. They may learn a lesson or develop their personality.
There are different kinds of conflict that you can write about. There is character versus character. An example of this would be a superhero versus a supervillain. Then there is character versus nature. Your character may encounter a rainstorm or a snowstorm. Character versus technology could be a hero versus evil robots. Character versus society. Maybe your character is being bullied at school. Character versus supernatural. Maybe your character encounters a ghost. Character versus self is when a character has a conflict within themselves. Maybe they learn to be brave or they learn empathy. A story map, and the template can help you organize your story. This is a storyboard. The boxes are for the illustrations and the lines are for the words. Organizers like these help plan out your story to help prevent writer's block.
So now I want everyone to pick a setting, a character, and a conflict from our brainstormed lists and draw a picture and write a few sentences about it.
This is also a helpful way to understand the flow of a story. You have the introduction to the story, where you intro the characters and the settings, and then you introduce the problem or conflict of your story. Then you have the rising action, which is your character's response to the conflict. The climax is the height of the story, where your characters face the conflict head-on. The falling action comes next, where your characters deal with the aftermath of the climax. This leads to the resolution, where the conflict that your characters faced is solved.